And I ain't. No, I don't talk to her, and I'm not going to talk to her.
Catch your breath quickly, quickly. Catch your breath. Are your horses in place? Keep your eye on your lane. Steady with your pace. I know it's been so hard to go against the 10. I know you want that to win. How much time do you take about your day? How much time do you sit around and wait? You watching, I'm robbing or robbing to take over. Girl, can you keep up? Gotta push your stamina all the way. Thought I told you so, you didn't know. When you step up on the floor with me, you got to move your feet. Catch your breath quickly, quickly. Yeah. Catch your breath. I see you pee, I never let CD. I know I got you so sick. Now I got you so sick. I know you be throwing fits. Not the kind you flick your wrist. Take a shot if you insist. Man, I got her so damn pissed. How much time do you take about your day? How much time do you sit around and wait? You watching, I'm robbing or robbing to take over. Oh my love, look like it's hurting her. I know in your eyes it's not right. I shouldn't have this love, that's what you're thinking of. How much time do you take about your day? How much time do you sit around and wait? You watching, I'm robbing or robbing to take over. Girl, can you keep up? Gotta push your stamina all the way. Thought I told you so, you didn't know. When you step up on the floor with me, you got to move your feet. Catch your breath. Catch your breath. I know it's hard to keep up. I see you, I never let CD.
The what?
Catch your breath quickly, quickly. Catch your breath. Are your horses in place? Keep your eye on your lane. Steady with your pace. I know it's been so hard to go against the 10. I know you want that to win. How much time do you take about your day? How much time do you sit around and wait? You watching, I'm robbing or robbing to take over. Girl, can you keep up? Gotta push your stamina all the way.
Hey y'all. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Today is Wednesday, March the 18th. How are you guys doing? I hope y'all are doing well. I am currently in the waiting for the girl to come to the window so I can get my prescription from Walgreens, and I kind of feel like I did want to go to this coffee shop, but I have not eaten anything. I just got up early, got myself together, did what I needed to do. And y'all, it is 28 degrees today. 28 degrees. It is cold outside today. I mean, like I was putting the groceries in the bag outside. I was like, I cannot turn this camera on and show that part, baby, because I was ready to. My fingertips was cold, baby. I said, let me put these groceries. Oh Lord, that line is so long in that pharmacy. It's supposed to warm up later this week, but baby, it's cold. Let me tell y'all something. Okay. Well, you know what? I probably should wait till I get back home so I could sit down, so we could have this conversation instead of in the car, because I'm trying to pay attention to the girl at the window. So I think we gonna wait until I get home and get situated and settled. Or if I go back out to get the coffee, we'll have a car conversation, because it's a conversation that definitely needs to be had. I touched on it before, like last year, like in one of my earlier videos, but like we need to get into it, okay? We need to get into it. Morning, y'all. Happy Friday. Thank God it is Friday, TGIF. I hope y'all are doing well on this Friday. We are over halfway through the month, okay? And I never came back because I said that we needed to have a chit chat. But this is a different chit chat, because this is not what I was going to say. On what day was that? I was here on Wednesday or Tuesday. This is not what I was going to talk about. Let's get right into it, okay? You know, I have always been a big advocate of keep people out of your business. Keep people out of your business. Stop telling everybody everything. Stop telling people what you got going on. Stop showing what you got going on all the time. I know we on social media, right? But I also know that it is crucial to keep some parts of you to yourself, between you and God. Between you and God. You, God, and the family. And maybe sometimes it's just between you and God, baby, okay? And that's okay too. That is okay too. But the less you know about me and my family and what we got going on, the better off that I am, and I'm cool on you. I told this story on Instagram about maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago about my aunt. And actually, it's my great aunt. It's my mother's father's sister. And she did something that warranted me never to talk to her again. Right. And I was like, we come from a generation of people before us. Like, yeah, well, it's still your aunt. Right. There are boundaries that you have to have with people. And it doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter who they are. Right. And so I remember being a young girl, and my aunt had two sons. And I remember just having my son. One of her sons has always been into trouble. He's always gotten into trouble, always been in and out of jail since juvenile. This particular night, it had to be about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. She calls my mother and asks her if her son Leonard, we'll call him Leonard, can come and spend the night. So my mother said no. My daughter is here and my grandson, and I don't know, what he's into this time of morning, but no, he cannot come here. Okay. She got mad at my mother and did not talk to my mother for a very long time. I don't know. It was like 2 or 3 years. No lie. No lie, y'all. Okay, fast forward to they started back speaking, and then her other son, my mother allowed him to come and stay because he didn't have anywhere to go. Okay. Ended up, he started stealing from her, found out about that. She kicked him out. Okay. She didn't speak to her again behind that. Then some time went by. They started back talking. I was about to get married. So on the wedding invitations, I didn't allow people to tell me how many people they were bringing. I went ahead because I knew if you had a husband, a long time boyfriend that you had been with, I knew who I wanted to come. And plus, it wasn't just me. I'm not marrying myself. Uh, my husband was also, he had family too. And on top of that, sweetie, we was on a budget. It was not this big old extravagant wedding, like 200, 300 people and all of this here and that. Okay. It was on a budget. It was very small and intimate. Okay. And so I put one on hers. She got mad at me. Or actually, I guess I don't know who she was mad at, because she stopped talking to my mother behind that too. So she was upset because she wanted to bring, I think it was the other son that was stealing from my mother. No, you the aunt, you can come, and that's that. And I only did that on the strength of my mother. Okay, because had it not been for my mother, she probably would not have gotten an invitation, because now I'm grown. And I see the type of person that you are, right? So she did not show up to my bridal shower, which was a month prior to the wedding. The bridal shower was in October. I got married that November. She didn't show up to either one of those events, okay? She stopped talking to my mother because I sent her the invitation with number 1 on it. So I said to my mother, I said, well, who's getting married? You or me? Because I couldn't understand why she got mad at you. You can't make me do anything that I don't want to do. Yes, you are my mother and I respect you, but I'm also a grown woman and this is my wedding and I do what I want. I do what I want, right? So she stopped talking to her. So they didn't speak for about a year. And it wasn't until my cousin, who was stealing from her, he passed away. So my aunt's sister called my mother and was like, I don't know, I don't care what's going on between you and Alice, but, Trevor passed away, right? And, she needs you. So, okay, fine. We dropped everything. I called her like, I'm sorry, anything, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. That's how we all got back on I ain't gonna say the same page, baby, because we ain't never been on the same page. Okay, not that type of behavior. All right, time go by. A year later, my mom passes away. Okay. So a year later, my mom passes away, and this aunt was my mom's favorite aunt. My mother is from North Carolina. My mother came to New Jersey in 1972. So my mother was here from 1972 up until she passed away in 2015. Okay. And my aunt is the person who, always sent my mother clothes and things like that from up north to North Carolina. She bought her prom dress, just all of the things. And so that is the aunt who sent for her in 1972. So they had a very close relationship, right? And I couldn't understand why she behaved in that manner. But going back to the story, my mom passed away, had the services and everything in North Carolina, right? Came back. It was time to clean out her home and things like that. I'm a well-established married woman. I have all the pots, the pans, the dishes, the cups, the napkins, the spoons, the bowls. I don't Me and my mother was not the same size. I could not fit her clothes, her shoes, any of those things. So I only took what was of sentimental value to me, which was our family photos, photo albums, a big old Bible, and some, dishes. I shared that as well on here when I made the banana pudding, that dish was a long time in the family, right? So I took things of sentimental value. So I had like a family that we called our God family. We were not, related by blood. And it was my little God baby. And so she was a young lady who was starting a family. She had small children, her longtime boyfriend. So I let her come in and whatever you want, go ahead, take it. Dishes, pots, pans, whatever you need, right? The aunt, Alice, was there. She was going through drawers. She took the phone. She took things. I didn't care who took what. I don't care about that. She took the clothes, they were not the same size, but she took the clothes, to donate to her. She stayed in the senior citizens building. So, okay, take it. We can't, I can't use it. I don't want to throw it out. Take it. A few days later, I heard that she had said that I gave everything to everybody and did not allow her to get anything. Yeah. She said that I allowed the other Alice and her family to come and take everything, and she was there and she had nothing. I went off to that person, and at that moment I had decided, okay, you know what? I'm never going, that's it. That's the straw that broke the camel's back. I'm not talking to you. You can forget about me. Goodbye. I didn't call her and argue with her. I didn't call her and ask her why she said whatever it was that she said. I just cut her loose right then and there. Because while I am my mother's child, I am not my mother. And you're not going to do that to me. And I don't have to take that. I do not have to take that. So I stopped speaking to her, y'all. And it's been since 2015. Since 2015, I have not spoken to her. Okay. And I do not feel bad about it. I don't. Because just because you are family, that does not warrant you that you can say anything you want to say, spread lies, just so that you can have a story. Because I am well aware, not only family does that, friends do that too. A lot of people do that. They start stuff just so that they can have a story to tell, so that they can throw dirt on your name to make themselves look good and feel better. But baby, you won't do that to me. I cut you off. And every so often now she'll send friend requests through Facebook. Baby, I'm not accepting your friend request. Matter of fact, was I? I think maybe I was her friend prior to all of this. I don't even know. I don't think so. No. But I'm not accepting your friend request. And as a matter of fact, she just sent another one 2 days ago. 2 days ago. I'm not accepting that. And she'll send a message and say, I hope all is well. Love you. Yep, I love you too. But you're not getting access to me, sweetie. You're not getting access to me or my family, because the less you know about me and mine, the better off we are. Because all you do, you are a rumor starter. You are a troublemaker. And I've watched it since a young girl. I've watched it since a young girl. And now I'm an adult and I have a choice to not talk to you. You know, and it's like my father was like, "You still don't talk?" No, I don't. And I ain't. No, I don't talk to her. And I'm not going to talk to her. You send me a message and you say, "I love you." I don't have a problem with responding to you, telling you I love you too. But you are not going to be a bully towards me and think that you can do and say what you want to me and then don't have no consequences and repercussions. Because you gonna have some consequences and repercussions with TJ. You got me? You gonna have it with me. So this is a word for somebody today, that it doesn't matter who they are. It don't matter who they are. If they disturb your peace, baby, if they not bringing peace to you, leave it alone. Let it go. Don't talk to them. You can love them from afar. You do not have to, it does not have to be a grudge. I'm not holding a grudge. I'm just not talking to you because you are a peace disturber, baby. And you too old for that. You too old for that. And guess what? Maybe by now you've learned your lesson. I don't know. And guess what? I don't care if you did. You should have learned that a long time ago, baby, because you are an elder and you're supposed to be leading by example and giving me wisdom. But as a matter of fact, you have let me learn some wisdom. You have taught me a lot throughout the years. That is my wisdom. So that's the lesson, y'all. You don't have to let anybody in your life, regardless of who it is. It doesn't matter. It does not matter who it is. So I hope that that is for somebody today. I hope that, I have freed you today. Because, baby, let me tell you something. I ain't got no problem with not talking to you ever again once you do something. Okay, that was my mother. You don't tell a lie like that. Not over a dead woman's belongings. So I took that. That was very personal to me. Very. And you don't deserve to have me and my children in your life. You don't. You are not deserving of that. You're not. And that's the end of that, y'all. Okay? even though I like to make my own meatballs, these are surprisingly really, really good.